Hey guys, this is J Flash XCPW here, and it's a deck profile that I'm going to show you guys about the properties. So, it's pretty standard build, I guess. Maybe different from a little others, but I don't know. Your basic 3 priestess, the high priestess. You must always run 3. I feel is needed. I'm sure there's somebody out there that uses 2. Does good with it, but hey, that's them. 3 Spellbook Magician of Prophecy. 3 Effect Dealer. Why 3? Because she's a spellcaster. She goes good with Spellbook of Life. She's a tuner. Just in case needed. She stops effects. She's a spellcaster. I mean, she's a light target for a chaos sorcerer. Enough said. 2 Justice, and 1 Temperance. I wonder if you guys can see. So basically, Temperance and Justice, well, okay, they're pretty good. I used to have 2 of these in here, but I didn't think it was really that necessary to have 2 and 2. Maybe I'm wrong. I'll try it out again. See what's going on. 2 Breaker. He's like an MST, but that does not mean that you do not run MST. Because you always gonna need MST. It's just that card that you gotta have. What else do I have in here? 2 Tragodia. Tragodia is so good in this deck. Because when you have this Spellbook Tower, you're basically drawing twice per turn. And the deck already has like a good draw power and good combos to draw and stuff. So sometimes you'll just get this guy out at like 4,200 attack points. Well, he will be 42 attack points once your next turn comes. Actually, well, like 48 actually. Not Chaos Sorcery. Do not put BLS in this deck. You do not put BLS in this spellbook deck. You don't do that. Just stop trying to do that, people. It's not going to work. It's never going to work. If this deck happens to top a YCS, you will not see BLS in their deck. So please, spare us, spare the world. Don't do it. It's bad. Okay? Thanks. 2 MSTs. You always gonna have to run MST in the deck. I know you have the breakers, but still, MST is MST. It's a good card. And what if they solemn warning your breaker or whatever, or bottomless it? That's like your opponent bottomlessing your MST. Well, in that case, we have to call a judge, but I don't know. I should have started off with these first. The 3 Spellbook of Secrets. Yeah, I like that. Basically, you search the deck with that card. 2 Wisdom, or the Lance, as people will call it. 2 Life, or the Premature Burial, as people would call it. It's really good. Sometimes I would just dump a Priestess in the graveyard, just bring it back with this. But, you know, that's one of the plays you could do. 1 Power. I felt 1 was okay because you get it back. It's not like it's one and done. You have the field card, which I'm about to show you. The field card. Run 2 field cards. Use 2 field cards. I don't have 2 field cards. Grand Spellbook Tower, that's what it's called. So, anyway, you bring your spellbooks back from the graveyard with this. And a nice combo you could do is use this card to bring back your banished spellbooks, meaning you would use Priestess to banish Spellbook of Secrets from the graveyard. Bring it back with this card to your hand. And then the next turn, put this back in your deck and search for secrets if you want. Whatever the situation needs. And then your little staples that go into every single deck. Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, Monster Reborn. Traps. Yes, I run traps in this deck. Torrential. 2 Bottomless. 2 Compulse. The Solemn Brigade. So yeah, that was the main deck. Now the extra deck, you don't really touch it that much, but I guess I could go into it if you want. Well, you can't really say anything right now because I'm doing the video right now. But let's see what we got here. Oh, we got some Exceed monsters. There will be times when you have a spellbook on the field, a spellbook magician, and another spellbook magician, so that's why the gotcha is needed. And if you want, you could do the Shining Elf or whatever rank 2 Exceed you have. This should be a Zen Mines. I do not have Zen Mines. I should, but I recently lost some stuff, so. Not recently, it was last month, but 2 rank 4s, 3 rank 4s. Hero Front and Big Eye. One Big Eye. Okay guys, we're gonna have to finish it up. So, we have synchros in the deck. Like I say, you don't really go into the extra deck. Well, some builds may. I've seen builds with, I'll get into that later. Catastrophe, Explosive, Tempest, all your spellcaster magicians, spellcasters, synchros, Arcanite, and then your staple synchros, Black Rose, Stardust, and this time Mistworm. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, that was a deck. Now, my build isn't the only build you could do. There's other builds out there. Hold on. You've seen people use amazing text with this decks lately, and I'm going to show you some more text. Let's see what this is. Okay, Magical Dimension. You can use Magical Dimension at 1, 2, or 3. It's a really good card for the deck. You tribute a spellcaster on your field. So special summon a spellcaster and you destroy 1 monster. I guess it's really good in that Dino Rabbit matchup when they have that Lagia on the field, or you just want to force the. When they have that Doke on the field, and if they have that Lagia on the field, you may not want to use it because you still got to tribute a monster for the cost, but. Hey, you gotta do what you have to do. It's a really good card. You could try that. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, one of my favorite tech cards right now is Creature Swap. And I think this is really good in any deck that has low attack play monsters. And this deck having 3 Spellbook Magician, and Spellbook Magician is kind of low, just Creature Swap it. And yeah, take your opponent's whatever. And then hey, you run triple Veiler in this deck, so you summon the Veiler, Creature Swap it. And what else? Hey, you probably don't want to do that. Okay, that's sometimes acceptable. Oh, Trag, say they have say your opponent has 1 card in your hand, just Creature Swap it. Yeah. So yeah, Creature Swap is definitely a great card you can use. Yeah, Creature Swap. Nah, check this out here. Move. Another card that I didn't use in this deck, a card that it should go in here. It could go in here, but you might not want to put it in here. I don't even know. It's based up to the player decision. whether or not to use Power Duality in this deck. You can use it for added consistency or whatever you may need it for. But I don't know. It's something you could do. Now we're gonna get into this card. In fact, I will get into now. It's just a conflict. This card is a spellcaster. I used to say it was the grand mole of this deck, but until I read the ending of its effect saying end phase of your opponent's next turn. So what it does is you special summon this card from your hand in attack mode. You could do that. Just special summon it. You don't need to have anything else on the field or whatever. Just special summon it. It's that easy. And so it doesn't waste your normal summon. And when your opponent end phase comes, during the next opponent end phase, if you special summon this card using this effect, you can return this card to your hand and one monster your opponent controls. The reason why I used to say that this was the grand mole is that because I thought it activated during your end phase, but it doesn't. It does not. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't like it. I don't like it anymore. But hey, if you want to try it out, you go ahead. All you need is the protection to protect that card, and it could be really good. Flamesville Magician. Why do I have to have the Magician here? Because he's a spellcaster and a tuner. That's level 4. So basically, you use this card to synchro summon. Yeah, that's really it. You can use this card to synchro summon. Oh, another tech card that I want to talk about is Chinex's Alley Birdman. He's also good in this deck. I've seen a build that basically used their extra deck because they had Chinex's Alley Birdman in their deck. And I tried it at one point. I tried running 2 and 1. I didn't really like it, but I might test it out again. So, yep. And then you also have your tech cards that other people have already spoken on, like Copycat and Ingestion Fairy Lily. But here's another tech card. It's a really old card. Maybe not really old, but it's an old card. Miracle Flipper. Miracle Flipper is a spellcaster. When it's destroyed by battle, it's special summoned to your opponent's side of the field. When it's destroyed by a card effect, you destroy one monster on your opponent's side of the field. No, when you destroy one monster on the field, or card, or it's a monster. Oh, and while this card is face up on the field, your opponent cannot select any other spellcaster type. I think it's like the only, when this card is face up on the field, this is the only card that could be targeted for an attack. Now, what I would say you could do with it is equip it with Safe Zone and put it in defense mode. And basically, Miracle Flipper in defense mode, equipped with Safe Zone. Well, your opponent will not be able to attack any other monster in the field. Your opponent will be scared to pop the Safe Zone because if they do, one of their monsters or cards is going with it. So it could be it's a really good combo, but it might seem a little inconsistent. I'll let you guys test it out, see what you guys think about it. So yeah, that was a prophecy deck profile. I really want to see more out of this deck. I really want this deck to start topping events and YCSs and stuff like that. But anyway, I see potential in the deck. Yeah. So anyway, I hope you liked the deck profile. Like, comment, subscribe, and you'll be seeing more of me within a few days, next coming future, or I'll probably even post another video today. Alright, see you later. Goodbye.